Hello, how are we all? So I'm just coming on because since I've announced my program, Sick of Being Single, I've had a number of you message me about dating and relationships and advice, especially around online dating. So the most common topic that seems to come up and that seems to be causing a lot of people a lot of upset is ghosting. So it seems to be prevalent. It has been for years. But for those of you that don't know what ghosting is, it's when you're talking to someone more than like you've actually been on a date with them, but maybe you've been talking to them on the dating app or on WhatsApp for 2 or 3 weeks, and then suddenly they just go silent and you don't hear from them again. They don't reply to you. They don't answer a call. They just ignore you. Maybe they block you. Maybe they don't. But they vanish. So they're like a ghost. And when someone ghosts you, you can often be left feeling like, what have I done wrong? This always happens to me. I'm never dating again. What did I say? Maybe they didn't like the look of me. Maybe I said something inappropriate on the date. What I would say to you is don't go down to that whole negative cycle. There's actually no point to doing it because you've done nothing wrong. You've shown up and you've been your true self and you've been honest. The other person engaged in what's known as lack of emotional intelligence. So they didn't have the emotional intelligence after the date or after talking to you for a few weeks to turn around and be like, hey, look, I'm not feeling this, or I actually have gone on another date and I really like someone else more, or they seem more compatible with me, which is fair. But instead, they've actually just completely gone silent and shut you down. So they've demonstrated their lack of emotional intelligence. And if I was to ask you now, would you want to date someone with a lack of emotional intelligence? You would say no. So therefore, I would recommend that you try and be grateful when someone engages in ghosting behavior. Of course, it feels like a setback, but if you are grateful for it, and if you say to yourself, thank you, individual man, individual woman, for showing me that you lack emotional intelligence. Therefore, you're showing me something that I clearly don't want. And I am going to move on to find something better. You don't have to text that person. You should. There's no need to. There's no point. They're not going to reply anyway. But just say it to yourself. Whether write it down in a journal, just say it to yourself. Keep saying it to your friends. I'm so glad that person stood me up and ghosted me because they're showing me that they lack emotional intelligence. And that then heals and allows you to move on to clear space to meet someone who's even better. So mind yourself and take care. Bye-bye.